All are back with the new videos on Scope International, so I'm very ready. I carry on with part 7, focus on the impact that I have based on my testimony. So as I said, I went back to France and I ended up finding myself very busy. So I went back and when I had the challenge with the emergency, I went to see the doctors, and the doctors basically give me prescriptions to go to the laboratory. So I go to the laboratory, they make all diagnostic about me to see what was going on. Because when I went to the emergency, they say they cannot find anything. Like they say there's nothing they can find. So I was questioning myself, what is going on with me? Why I keep sick and what is going on with me? What's the main challenge of my life basically? So I went to see the doctor. He made the jealousy. I see I'm going to see I must go and see the laboratory. We have the results, and the result come up and say you actually have nothing. The only things that must have lack of fear in me, which means that I'm low level of blood in me again. So after that, just realized that again. Oh, is it the same situation as in the UK? So I end up asking the doctor, asking to give me, like, in the UK they record your information regarding what is going on. And as my doctor is the doctor since I have 10 years old. I got him in 2009, and I request him to give me notes of my health situations, because I want to know what is going on with me. Is this something from previously, from my past period? In that moment, we can really figure out that if I am okay. Like maybe we missing something in me since I'm kids can actually be improving. You see, and unfortunately, the doctor we didn't wanted to give me this note like that. So I had to write the letters and so on, like, to him, and say he must provide me, if he can provide me my all full uh, documents regarding my medical record, which is very important. That doesn't mean that I've got to use my medical report and do whatever. It was to see and understand the main challenge of my health situations. And because it's affecting everything in my life, like economically, socially, family, friends. I'm not living like I used to live as a normal. Like, if you see me properly, this is not my life. Like, my life not supposed to be like this. So in this case, it didn't want it, so I have been challenged so much. By the time he didn't say no, I just look at the DMP. I say on amelie.fr, there is a DMP that you can create your own medical record. So they create that, and they say that must be I can give the authorizations to professionals or health to add my informations through the systems. So I end up being challenging them, like asking my doctor to add my information. He said he could not add my information through my medical record because my information is not appear. It doesn't see me as a patient, like, and also it could not be added the information through it, unfortunately. So I just, like, okay, and then I went back in the same time. He add the information. He said I put all the full informations, and I just end up, like, found out no, he didn't actually add those information into it. So I went back home. I remember going see so many pharmacy around and asked her to add all the medicine that had been processed into the pharmacy. Unfortunately, they could not make it. They can just print the information because my account for the DMP didn't exist, unfortunately. So after that, I just back again to him and I explained the situations, and he got upset. He really got upset against me because I keep going to his office and I even go back without taking any appointments so that he can give me my information. So he get very upset. He say, "Oh, I already put your informations on the key," because I went back again to see him and previously, and he's add the informations. He put my card on his logicians. Unfortunately, he said his laptop is not working no more. It was so funny. And then he just get the key and he add the information. He said he put all the full information regarding my medical record, so that I just went back home and I said, okay, let me trust it. I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure this doctor actually had all this information inside of it, to be honest. So, before that, I just called the police. all this story. I call the police and I explain the situation. I even make a report regarding the situations to them. I say what happened, that I give my medical record to an email calling DMP. It's like support. I send them my information. I send them my information to the police, because when I left UK, basically I request my medical record for the hospital or Huddersfield. So they give me the nurse documents, the consent form, the the result from the operations, and also the list of the medicines. They actually give me everything, my medical record, but that doesn't mean that I'm not there anymore. I have a number reference in NHS of Huddersfield in the UK. So I request such information. Well, I didn't know why I'd request such information, but today I understand why. So I get those informations and I inform them to France the situation, and I said this is the reason. I believe this is the reason why there's something in me that must be known, and I show that to the doctor as well. But unfortunately, the doctor, for me, even from his diagnostic, he said that my information, I'm gonna come back from me. So that after that, when I called the police say yes, um, we cannot get your complaint, but I advise you to call the Ministry of Paris and complain about it. I called Paris. Paris say that they transfer me to the SAP Assurance Maladie in France, in Oran, where I live. And then she gave me an address, which was 45 siège de Colmar, 68 000 Colmar, 45 rue de Siège de Colmar, 68 000 in Colmar. This is was to send my documents. This is what to send all the documents, all what happened, the later everything, so that they can help, they can protect my information, they can see what is going on to me, they can find out what is really going on. And unfortunately, the letter that I sent the first letter, and to that address, green letter to that address. I didn't have any feedback. I realized that this letter has been received from them. Then I sent the second letter because I requested the hospital in JHR in Mulhouse. I requested the Trois Frontières, l'hôpital de Trois Frontières, to give me the information regarding my medical record, and they advised me to contact the JHR of Mulhouse so that they give me my information. Unfortunately, they just give me the information of the medical report of emergency. Maybe that they were that way, but I didn't really get it, not normal. I was really frustrated of this feedback. She gave me the feedback of the emergency problem. When I was in France, the only problem that I had was that she could just provide. I believe that she did her own best regarding this way that she provided information. But I was not satisfied at all. So I called the police regarding that, and they advised me. Then I went to town and do all this, and I checked the key USB of the doctor, and I found out that the doctor just provided information that the time I came back to UK in April 2020. He didn't give me the information. I request the doctor to give me the information from the moment he became my doctor, the moment that he started to be my doctor, so that I see what is going on to me, because it's not normal to feel sick all the time. I've been sick so many times, so I wanted to know what's going on. So he didn't give me the right information at all. So I contacted maybe the director of the Oran, like the director of the JSR. I contacted the director of SAP in the Oran, and I write to them. I sent the second letter, which was pink, and I add such information. Unfortunately, this letter come back home. And when this come back home, there's a missing of the document. The JHR provides missing on the pink big letter. And the letter was scratched everywhere. There's a missing of document inside, and the thing was scratched everywhere. And I said, what is this again? Like, if the first letter, green letter, and cannot complete without the second letter at all. So if it is a missing of this information, the main document, it means it's not making sense. So I was like, okay, this is really dangerous. This is not nice. I feel like this is the address that I've been received is a fake address. So I sent my medical record of UK, and I sent my medical record from France. Can you imagine a bit the medical record, which is my life, which is my health situation, which is about everything about me, has been complete, I would say it. So as I knew that, I say, okay, you know what? You're gonna make the combinations of the UK and then the current document that I received, put in one letter and sent to 90 Boulevard de Champ de Mars, 68,000 in coma, and sent to them the SAP in coma, so that they have all the information of the first letter, cover, green letter, and the pink one, because they're missing the information that I sent to them. So this is what I did. Then I went back to the doctor and I requested him to give me my full record of my information, medical record. He shouted to me. He shouted to me. He said, "Why are you coming here? Why are you coming here? I'm trying to see you here." And people was there. People was there and see what's going on. He was really talking to me like shit. And I was saying, doctor, I came here because basically you didn't put all the information that I request. On the QSB, you just add the information that since I came back to UK, to France in 2020 April, and I asked from 2009 my all information medical. That's what I'm asking for. And I stay very, very respect, because the way the doctor has been acting to me in front of people, I don't care to, there's some people, they fear of their reputations. To be honest, I don't care of my reputation, because I've been saying the truth since the time. I've been trying to fight to keep my medical record. I've been trying to find a way to be secure on my own life. But unfortunately, this is what happened. Then he had all the information. He said to me, "Yeah, I had all the information of yourself inside." I said, "No, you didn't, because when I print, I see that you just had the information that date since I came back to France in April 2020. You didn't add since you being my doctor. You didn't." So he tried to make me like a fool. Like I was like not know how to read, which is not right. This is wrong. So he did it. So after this experience, even with the DMP record, I had all my informations. I went recently to see him. Unfortunately, he could not add all my information into it, because the system didn't allow him to put it. And that was those later I made propositions in terms of logician, how they can improving and things like that. Because even if it's like that, in the end of the day, you need to certain things. You need to see where there's a need, where there's a need or improvement. Because I'm from France and I've been living in the UK, so it's different. Like the NHS in UK and the France system is different. So the only card that I use is European card. That's all. But all the record of my information stay in the UK. All my recording in France stay in France. So if I wanted to make a new practitioner's doctor, I will have to explain all my situation again. But if we will have this system out, all the information inside, I can be able to have all record my information and be able to explain properly to the doctor anywhere in France, anywhere in Europe regarding this issue. Because the Amelie system are linked to France Connect. France Connect is linked to the European country, and it's can keeping all the informations. Even if I'm going in another country, I have the capability to have all my record through this system. So that's the main challenge that I have. So the DMP system, the DMP has not been settled. They have my information. The police have my medical record from France. The DMP support have my medical report as well. The doctor as and practitioners, pharmacy can have access on my medical record from France. So this is a